r/AskReddit, what addiction is seen as completely normal by society? Caffeine. The amount of coffee I've seen people drink all on ambition to get through the day is rather alarming. There was no need to get personal. Mobile scrolling. Scrolled too far to see this. Honestly, I think alcohol culture, especially here in Australia, I can't talk for other countries. Everyone is so dependent on drinking, it's a shame. Yet it's the same in the UK. Being a functional alcoholic is so common that it's not really seen as a problem. If you're habitually drinking a bottle of wine or 4 pints a night but can still make it to work the next day, you're all good. You're only considered to have a problem here if you're the stereotypical, deep in addiction alcoholic. Shopping. Online shopping, especially. This should be closer to the top. The amount of people that spend every dime they have, and then some considering credit card debt, is staggering. And for what? A momentary shot of dopamine from the purchase. Most of the shit they buy ends up in a landfill shortly thereafter. Coke. I know people that don't remember the last time they drank water. Oh, I thought the other Coke, but you cleared it up. Infinite scrolling in apps. Coffee and social media are often overlooked as addiction. TikTok. On the clock. Social media doom scrolling was bad before TikTok, but everything changed with TikTok and now every social media is turning into TikTok. I see my little cousins spending easily 6+ hours a day on TikTok. We can't blame them for having an addiction because the app was designed to be addictive. In my opinion, TikTok is the result of years of research to make social media more addictive. It's the perfected formula. If we don't give cigarettes and alcohol to kids, we shouldn't give them social media. Extremely unhealthy diets. Fast food, snacks, sugary drinks all day every day. Consumerism. Vaping. Since it's better than smoking, it's like no one cares. So glad I managed to quit vaping. I didn't realize the impact it was having on me until I quit, and then spent 3 days coughing up fruity flavored mucus. I feel like I can breathe so much more clearly than what I took for granted while I was vaping. I'm sure it is healthier than smoking, but it definitely wasn't doing great things for my lung capacity. Addiction to a political party. Doesn't matter what they do or say, you'll defend it with your full chest, make excuses, engage in whataboutism and get angry/violent with folk who point out their faults. On this note, addiction to anger. So much rage bait exists because people get a high on intense negative emotions. Posted in Reddit after scrolling for hours. NGL, I have this problem. Porn addiction. It's not healthy to be jacking off multiple times a day. Sugar. Coffee, social media, additive sugar, sweets, pastries, etc. Reading this in a coffee shop, munching on my brownie. Shopping and overspending. Smartphone addiction is probably widely spread. Sent from my iPhone. Food, porn, and smoking. Food is so difficult for me because everything else I can handle by just not being anywhere near it or not doing it anymore. But I need food. I once stopped eating by a lot and all it got me was being tired all the time and falling asleep. I'd say porn. It's the only one that if you acknowledge that it's damaging, 20 people will come out of the woodwork screaming about how it's super healthy and has no associated risks. Caffeine. Caffeine and sugar. Social media. Porn addiction. You don't need to jack off multiple times every day. Fast food. If they keep jacking up prices, we'll see how long this one lasts. Living indoors. We're so frightened of going out and so comfortable on the sofa we've forgotten that daylight, trees, views, and fresh air are good for us. Phone scrolling. Porn addiction. I watch porn on full volume and masturbate loudly. If you don't like it, you can go to a different Burger King. Just by seeing these comments, you are correct. Porn can be very damaging to not only people's brains depending on consumption and very damaging to relationships, but people don't talk about that or they think it's stupid because it's virtual titties and it's not like they're going out and cheating, but it's so much deeper than that. Phone addiction. I just quit all sugar outside fruit and holy fuck, the withdrawal I experienced was so close to the opiate withdrawal I used to put myself through. I cried. 11 years clean off opiates, 1 month clean from sugar. Sugar. Weed. Had to scroll surprisingly far for this one. And one could really argue that it isn't seen as normal considering the very recent change to less criminalized status. But fact of the matter is that it is a problem for many, how dependent it becomes when it comes to feeling good and how that will for some screw the way brains reward other types of joys in life. Working at a job you don't enjoy. Even though all purports to show that most of what causes global warming comes from the consumerism we have developed as a lifestyle, we can't stop ourselves. The boomers keep amassing because they never tried contemplation, and now the future generations are addicted to screen time to keep from the reality of not being able to join in the party. Outrage addiction. Cigarettes, caffeine, social media, sugar, fatty food. Workaholic. If the person spends hours working, even on their day off, they are seen as driven. Even when spending time away from family and not pursuing other interests may be detrimental. Working out and going to the gym can quickly get addicting and take over other aspects of a normal life. This is kinda starting to be me. Those post-workout endorphins hit different. It's replaced much less healthy addictions though, and I'm currently in a place in life where I have the time to spend on looking after my health without sacrificing anything else important, so I don't mind. I don't drink much coffee. For sugar, 100% guilty. It would take drastic changes not to consume too much sugar, and I'm not ready for it yet. These are my only addictions, but it helps with 8HR days and construction life. Being a workaholic. I second this. Trying to break the habit as we speak. Boss just called me because someone called out. At first I said yes, but then thought how much working today would fuck up the rest of my week. Remember people, the big company only gives a fuck about making money, not you as a person or your life. Stand up for yourself and take time for yourself. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again. Reddit glitch out.